Om Namah Shivaya. And it reminds us again the universal truth. Universal consciousness is one. And to connect to that universal consciousness, so we'll do for 1 minute Shanmukhi Mudra by closing the ears with thumbs and then putting gently the index finger on the eyelids and taking the position of other fingers below the nostril, upper lip and lower lip. So let's start with the 1 minute of Shanmukhi Mudra. And pay attention, you are not pressing your eyes strongly, you are just gently putting the fingers on the eyelids. There's no pressure on the eyes. Gently bring your palms on your knees. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your attention to the third eye in the center of forehead. Create the witness state, asking a thought from the mind and wait till you experience the thoughtlessness. The same mind which was bombarding you with thoughts all the time suddenly has become your best friend and has helped you in experiencing the witness state, the thoughtless state, by simply changing the rules. To go more deeper into this witness state, cover your eyes with the palms. Open the eyes in the dark, in finite cosmic space. Lift the eyeballs upward, make them static, and watch forward the dark cosmic space. Breathe normally. It's much more easier to keep the witness state. Eyeball also stopped moving. Experience this complete stillness, silence. And keep this witness state transcending from the divine to the unmanifested cosmic dimension, 3 to 5 minutes. Try to remember your desire when you manifested first time. What was that desire? What was the purpose of your manifestation? Contemplate on that during this practice. And slowly and gently move your hands on your face. Keep the eyes closed. Cover your face with your hands. Deep inhale, exhale. And manifest as lotus flower, lotus mudra in front of the heart center. And inhale 3 times with smile. Remember your childhood smile. You are making 700 smiles as a child, and you already know the secret of smile in your breathing, slowing down of your breathing practice, which we talked in the last session. In an effortless way, you can slow down your breathing cycle by smiling. And that was the secret of your divine connection and vitality as a child. You are making 700 smiles a day. So make at least 100 conscious smiles a day and see what happens to your lower mind, what happens to your connection to the vital energy, the prana energy. Also remember that beside making 700 smiles as a small child, in a very intelligent way, you are also laughing at least 100 times a day. We'll talk about it. Laugh is a very important energy, very important tantric energy. In Tantra, laugh is called magic pill. There are no pills in Tantra. Laugh is the only remedy, a quick remedy to connect to you, to the cosmic state by going beyond mind. So while experiencing this manifested unconditional love of our inner child, we also start with gentle laugh coming from the heart center. And while making the laugh, pay attention to the sound of the laugh. You're aware of the sound of your breath. Now become aware of the sound of your laugh. So while laughing, you have to pay attention to the sound of the laugh. You have to pay attention to your tongue. We'll talk in detail after understanding the secrets of laugh energy, because tongue in Tantra is one of the most important energy center, also called the inner mind. So while now you are holding the lotus mudra, and before starting laugh, pay attention what is happening to your tongue, where your tongue is moving, what your tongue is doing, and what will happen to your tongue during the laugh. Also, you'll pay attention to your breath. What will happen to your breath during the laugh? Do you inhale? Do you exhale? Is there a break in your breath during the laugh? And where is your lower mind during the laugh? So start experiencing your childhood smile and laugh. Open like a lotus flower. Open your hands and gently laugh 3 times. Bring your hands to the heart center. And try to understand what happened to you during the laugh. Let's try to understand what was the sound you made during the laugh. So it's another unique sound of the laugh is very, very unique. The first letter of the sound is A or A, and the second letter is H, ha. So you continuously make a sound during the laugh, which is like ah, 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 ah. It's a very important sound and has many, many secret practices in classical Tantra, which we will share in further sessions. Important thing is that beside making 100 laughs, 100 smiles a day, your second task is to make at least 30 laughs a day. So your target is minimum 100 smiles and 30 laughs a day. And you will not believe what will happen to your energy level. After becoming aware of the sound of the laugh, tell me what happened to your breath during the laugh. Were you able to inhale during the laugh? Or only exhale was happening? So you will notice that during the laugh, you can bring your hands to your knees if you want, palms downward. There is a break in the breath during the laugh. You can only exhale. You can't inhale during the laugh. And it's very interesting, whenever there is a break in the breath, the lower mind can't function. It just disappears. So you go beyond mind. Now let's pay attention to one of the most important secret organs, the tongue. Tongue has a very special designation, name in Tantra. It's called inner mind. So it's very interesting. You are more connected and aware of your outer mind, your lower mind, which likes to be always outside. It's very difficult to turn it inside, although you learned that by connecting your lower mind to your breath in the sacred space below the nostril and upper lip, you can direct the lower outer mind below the nostril. And by observing your inhale and exhale, you can keep the mind with you. You can bring the mind in the present moment, and you can avoid the distraction of going in the past or future. So this you already knew. But the second more powerful switch to deal with the lower outer mind is your tongue, the inner mind. If you want to help your lower mind to be with you, not only with you, but inside you, and get totally disconnected with the outside, the tongue can help you. So pay attention what was happening to the tongue during the laugh. In a normal situation, tongue has a very strange habit. It moves all the time, and it touches the mouth cavity. Mouth cavity is like it connects to the outer mind. And tongue is never static. But during the laugh, something strange happened and your tongue stopped moving. It stopped touching the mouth cavity. We'll again laugh after I explain the whole process of laugh, and then you will notice all these things, what now I am explaining. So your tongue was not moving, it was just hanging in the middle. So it also got disconnected with your outer mind, which for tongue is your mouth cavity. And because of break in the breath, your lower mind disappeared. And because there was no inhale, there was no mind barrier, you as witness directly connected to the cosmic dimension. So ah sound took you to the cosmic space. Let's experience something interesting and something unique and something very powerful, where you can take the help of tongue in bringing the lower mind inside and totally disconnected with the outside world. So sit gently, close the eyes, keep your tongue straight, hanging in the mouth cavity without touching any part. Keep the tongue static, not moving, and fix the lower mind at the tip of the tongue. It is one of the fastest technique to bring the lower mind inside, make it totally disconnected with the outside world, practically dissolving the lower mind into the inner mind. So your next practice for the next week will be tongue meditation. You have already experienced the sacred space meditation by keeping the lower mind in the sacred space. Now, to make your practice more deeper, you will directly turn the mind inward with the help of inner mind, your tongue, keeping it static. And when you are doing this practice, see how long you can hold it, how long you can keep the tongue without moving. Keep the mind at the tip of the tongue. Breathe slowly. Pay attention what is happening to your tongue. You will notice during this practice that as you are trying to keep the tongue static, saliva is being pumped into your mouth. A lot of saliva is coming. And if the amount of saliva is much more, you need to swallow it. In order to swallow the saliva, you need to move the tongue. And then practice will be disrupted. You will not be able to keep the lower mind at the tip of the tongue. As you have moved the tongue, lower mind also has moved back. So your first target of this practice is if you can keep the tongue static without moving up to 5 minutes. And again, experience the witness state. By merging the outer mind into inner mind. Experiencing a thoughtless state. And when you want to come out of the practice, gently laugh 3 times, remembering what all I explained happens during the laugh. Pay attention to your sound of the laugh, what is happening to the breath, position of tongue, and where is your lower mind. So lift your arms and laugh 3 times. And pay attention, laugh is vibrations of love, joy, and bliss. At the core level, you are just vibrations of love, joy, and bliss. This is what you can experience in your 5 kosha journey and in your bliss body. Slowly, slowly come back, open your eyes. And see what deeper effect a simple practice laugh can create. See the magic of laugh. So in Tantra, we say, whenever you have some serious issue, you can't find the answer to the problem, go in isolated place in nature and laugh as much you wish to laugh. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And after that, you will experience a deep silence. And in that deep silence, the answer will emerge. That deep witness state will bring you the necessary answer. That's why laugh is called magic pill in Tantra. Of course, we know by experience that as a child, we were very much controlled. If you were smiling and laughing as a child, parents were more worried. Why are you laughing? Why are you smiling? If you are crying, it is okay. It means you need more attention, more help. But if for no reason you are smiling and laughing, parents are worried. And this conditioning results in a complete closing of you. And by the time you become adult, you don't remember when you had the last smile and laugh. Effortless way as a child, up to 3 to 5 years, you were smiling 700 times and 100 laughs. And you are full of divine state, divine bliss. It's all inside you. And smile and laugh is helping you to connect to those energies in an effortless way, creating a very deep effect on your inner mind. Let's go a little bit more deeper in the functioning of lower mind. Because lower mind was the center of attention in tantric research work. Because Tantra, as I explained, Tan and Tra, expansion and liberation, expansion of energy, expansion of mind, expansion of consciousness, expansion of lower mind into higher mind or intuitive mind. There are two strange habits of lower mind. Lower mind is always busy with those two strange habits. What are those two strange habits of lower mind? What is the first habit? Mind loves it. We already talked about it. Mind likes chatting, non-stop chatting, either silent chatting or verbal chatting. Like you talk a lot to yourself, to your lower mind, or you are chatting with somebody and you lose a lot of energy. As I told, mind as a doing software is designed for thinking non-stop, 24 hours in all states of consciousness. So mind is losing a lot of energy by in the process of bringing thought. Mind is also losing a lot of energy by forcing you to chat, to talk all the time, non-stop. Mainly gossiping, mainly remembering past or future. So this is one thing which needs to be controlled. If mind needs your help, somehow mind should stop unnecessarily chatting. What is the second habit of your lower mind? Beside chatting, lower mind likes snacking. The moment it will see some food, whether you are hungry or not important. The smell is good, mind likes to taste it. Non-stop. And body has to spend a lot of energy in digesting that food. Although you get some energy from the food also, but the whole process of digestion requires long period. If you keep on eating all the time, body has not enough time to complete the process. Instead of working the job, digesting the food and giving you the proper energy from the first food, you are disturbing it all the time. Mind is looking, what is in the fridge? What is in the kitchen? And these two activities of lower mind almost exhaust you. And Tantra wanted to deal with these two strange habits. Is there a way by which we can control these two habits of lower mind, chatting and snacking? Who can help us? The best help can come from inner mind again. Inner mind is magical. Your tongue is magical. Most secret organ in Tantra. Do one more practice. Start moving your tongue, touching the mouth cavity. Move your tongue in your mouth cavity upward and downward, sideway. So you are moving your tongue in your mouth cavity above the teeth, and you will become aware that mouth cavity is not uniform. Some part of the mouth cavity is more harder than the other part. So there is a hard palate, there is a soft palate. Do you experience this difference when you are moving your tongue in your mouth cavity? You noticed it. So your task is, now I'm coming to a very important mudra, a very, very powerful mudra related to the tongue. First, become aware where the hard palate is ending and the soft palate is starting, and you will notice a curve in the middle where two sides of the hard palate are meeting in the center at a point which is little higher in your mouth cavity. You can easily feel this point by your tongue. So find this point where the two sides of the hard palate are meeting in the center of the mouth cavity, and put your tongue at that point. If you have problem in finding the point, raise your thumb. Like you can say that, yes, I have problem. If you don't have problem, I will understand you have found the point where you should keep your tongue fixed. Right? Now start the practice. Start moving the tongue from that point upward in the soft palate. Gently. Don't stretch too much. Take it upward, let us say an inch. And stop moving the tongue. And try to talk. No way you can talk. See the magic of your inner mind, the tongue, the powerful tantric energy inside you. Can you swallow when you have this position of tongue? You have to bring the tongue down to swallow. So just by using that tongue in this way, you have put a block on two important habits of your lower mind, the chatting and snacking. And this mudra, this tongue mudra, has a very interesting name. I'll share also in the WhatsApp chat the details of this mudra, how powerful and how useful this mudra is. And it was kept as a secret in old times because it is a very advanced practice. You need guidance to practice it. But for the basic purpose that whenever you want to get relaxed from your lower mind, and if you are practicing meditation using Dhyan Mudra, you remember Buddha was using the Dhyan Mudra, left hand down, right hand up, combine both the thumbs, putting the hands, two fingers below the navel point, Swadhisthana point. So a lot of people were thinking that I already explained what the magic happening in the Dhyan Mudra, how you are able to connect the masculine and feminine side and create a inner and circle, a continuous energy flow combining the right and left side. And not only that, in Dhyan Mudra, lot of important things are coming in balance. Your nervous system, your sympathetic and parasympathetic system getting balanced, and your breath is flowing in your spine, in Sushumna, the divine path, which changes the energy flow. Energy starts moving from lower chakras to the higher chakras. So energy is directed to the third eye. And on the top of it, Buddha was also practicing Khechari Mudra. So combine these two mudras now. So this Khechari, K-E-C-H-R-I, Khechari Mudra, we will share the details of this mudra. Now Ildi is trying to find the slide for you, but I will share it with you in the WhatsApp group. So keep the Dhyan position of hands in Dhyan Mudra and combine it with the tongue Khechari Mudra. And do this practice. So this would be not your key practice. You will need much more guidance and help to go more deeper into Khechari Mudra practice. So now you can see on the screen that this picture of Khechari Mudra, which we will share in the WhatsApp group also, and a detailed explanation of this mudra. So right now, just practice it. and try to see and keep it for 5 minutes and see what you are experiencing. As I mentioned, it will be very hard to keep the Khechri Mudra longer because saliva will flow in your mouth and you need to swallow it, then you have to move the tongue back. That's why it is the advanced mudra. There are preparatory practices which will make your mouth dry for longer period. So now you will only practice it maximum up to 3 to 5 minutes. Creating a more deeper transformation of lower mind. This would be your start of the divine dimension journey. And it will also stop that downward movement of energy flow. Always keep a smile on your face. When you want to come out of the practice, first move the tongue back and hang it straight in the mouth cavity, keeping the outer mind at the tip of the tongue. And slowly and gradually move the outer mind in the sacred space below the nostril and upper lip. Keep the smile. And again, manifest, change the hand position to the lotus mudra. Manifest as unconditional love. Bringing the hands together, bowing your head, Om Namah Shivaya, and open your eyes and put your palms again on the knees downward. So there is a way of each practice, how to enter into the practice, how to come out of the practice. So again, repeating that right now I'm expecting you not to overdo Khechri Mudra. Your key practice will still be hanging the tongue straight in the mouth cavity, keeping the outer mind at the tip of the tongue, and see how long you can keep the tongue without moving. But whenever you are practicing your meditation, where you are keeping the outer mind in the sacred space and hands into the Dhyan Mudra, you can also experiment with the Khechri Mudra at the end of the practice and see what difference it makes. It speeds up the transformation of lower mind into the higher mind because it changes the energy flow. Energy starts flowing only upward, it can't flow downward. And that brings a big transformation in the energy of lower mind. It transforms it into the intuitive mind. Any question, anything, any experience you would like to share?
When the tongue is on the roof of the mouth, it kind of takes you into Ujjayi breath.
No, we are not doing Ujjayi breath in
I
it.
know it's not, but it feels it because the breath doesn't seem to travel as far.
No, breath is slowing down of the breath, as slow with little smile.
But it feels like Ujjayi breath.
Yeah, it may look like that because your breath is moving upward, which happens in Ujjayi breath. But Ujjayi breath is a very conscious breath. When we do the complete,
it feels very short. It feels very much just in the upper chest cavity rather than going deeper down to, lower diaphragm.
exactly, because the energy is not moving down in this practice.
Yeah. So I feel then very short of breath.
Yeah. So practically speaking, the energy flow is upward, very slow, very gentle. And it looks like that because Ujjayi breath also makes the energy flow upward. So similarly, but we are not doing the Ujjayi breath in it. We are just keeping the tongue upward and breathing slowly and not breathing from the belly. So the energy flow automatically changes upward and your breath is only moving in the upward direction. So it is directed, practically speaking, from the throat center to the third eye and further. So there's no back flow of prana in this practice. So all the prana is getting concentrated in the sixth center, helping in transforming the lower mind into the intuitive mind at the sixth center.
I had a similar experience when we got the tongue suspended, that my breathing, like when you laugh, then you just want to breathe out all the time. And I had that sort of, even though my mouth was shut, I felt like I wanted to just breathe, exhale rather than take a quick inhale. But then at some point you've got to inhale.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, all these practices are trying to improve your exhale. When you are laughing, you are exhaling a lot.
Yeah.
And the purpose is that if you will exhale more, automatically your inhale will be more. So child is very intelligent. Child is smiling, inhaling more prana, because each smile you can extend the length of the breath. You can inhale more prana. But when smile is not enough, when child needs much more energy, much more prana, then it starts laughing. And laugh helps in improving the inhale. Because after a good laugh, your inhale capacity increases a lot. And that with inhale, you take more prana energy. So the combination of smile and laugh is the secret of child, vital, and divine state.
I often say my inner child is about 11. When I'm walking in the woods and stuff, I quite often laugh to myself, and
Actually, Tantra is nothing, it is deconditioning you,
yeah.
taking you back to that childhood state, the divine state, where you were experiencing the unconditional love, effortless existence, a non-polar existence. So that's the secret.
I'm trying to get there.
Directly or indirectly, all the techniques are taking you back to the original state.
I'm about 11 at the moment. I've got a few years to go down.
Right?
Yeah.
So we will continue the journey, keep practicing, be active more on the WhatsApp group so that I will then share more input, more insight, and share your experiences either in the group or privately. If you need more help, more understanding, all right? Then we will, if there is no further question, bring your hands to the heart center. Om Namah Shivaya.
You want to
Finish.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, see you next time, everyone, and
You.
keep in touch. Thank you. Bye.
Bye then.